Hello and welcome to the CenturyLink Scouting Report. I'm Ross Fletcher, looking ahead to Seattle Sounders FC against the Houston Dynamo. In short, Houston are a powerhouse. 2 times MLS Cup winners, last season's finalists, and already they've started this season bang in form. 2 games, 2 1-0 wins. If selected, here are 3 players to watch. Brad Davis. A crafty left midfielder, he's the 2011 MLS MVP runner-up after a stellar season which saw him rack up 16 assists. He's got great delivery from set pieces and open play. It's right up there with David Beckham. He's a player with great vision and he can turn a match in an instant. Brian Ching, US international and the club's all-time leading goal scorer. Now he's an old-fashioned bustling centre forward. He holds the ball up and he can bring teammates into play. You might remember him scoring twice against the Sounders in last season's 3-1 win for the Dynamo back in July. Andre Hainaut, right back, a Canadian international and in his 4th season with the Dynamo. He's the club's Defender of the Year and part of a fearsome back line. He also chipped in with the winning goal in stoppage time on the opening day of the season at Chivas. Now I want to talk to you a little bit more about Brad Davis. As I've explained, he's got all the attributes, and I think over the next 3 pieces of action, this should give you an even deeper understanding of why I think he's the guy that Seattle Sounders really should be looking to close down. His speed of thought and his natural touch is what makes him so good. If we take a look at a clip from the opening day of the season against San Jose, and this is an indication of him on the ball. If we stop it here, he wants the ball. When we start it again, he'll look once, twice ahead of the field before he's even got it. Because of his natural touch, you can see he doesn't even have to think about controlling the ball. All he's thinking about is where he's going to play it. So he's looked up once, twice, 3rd time, here he goes, pings the ball in towards Brian Ching. Because of that speed of thought, thinking 1, maybe 2 passes ahead of most people, Ching gets free with that volley and very nearly the first goal for Houston Dynamo because of the speed of thought and that train of thought from Brad Davis. The second time that we see him in action is again against Chivas, and this time it's him trying to shoot on goal. So the ball swung in from the right-hand side by Andre Hainaut. Brad Davis, great first touch, allows him to get his shot away before the defender can close him down. That's the skill that Brad Davis has. No matter that the shot goes wide, it's all about his speed of thought here and his ability on the ball. We'll see it again. In comes that ball. He's hungry for it, picking up the scraps, instant control, opens out the body, allows the shot near post. Very nearly another goal, this time trying to score himself as well as being creator. The third piece of action is all about the dead ball situations. As I mentioned, very few players are as good as he is from dead balls, both from wide situations but also here with this penalty which got the win over San Jose. Look at this from Davis. Very, very short run-up. You might think not enough power, but look at the placement. Keeper goes the right way, but still, I don't think any keeper will get anywhere near that because of the sheer accuracy from Brad Davis. You couldn't tuck that any closer. Nerveless finish into the corner, and that's the win for Houston, and that's why they are 2-0 so far. Brad Davis making the difference. But it's not only up front where they're so good, they do have a terrific defence. Jeff Cameron, US international, has been moved back from midfield. He's now been pulled to centre half, and they do have a very, very strong back line. Another indication of this is on the screen here. So again, from the San Jose match, this time Houston trying to show that they have got what it takes on the back line. Decent defensive header, but here comes the danger. But watch the bodies putting themselves on the line. It is a swarming sea of orange. By the time the ball comes through to Wondolowski, he's offside. Anyway, keeper makes the save. So determined, dogged, resolute, and as you'll see from the replay coming up here, they defend as a unit. As soon as there's a chance of a shot, in come 1, 2, 3 defenders to stop the play. Even when the attacker gets a lucky break, they've stepped out as a unit, kept their shape very, very well, and made sure that Wondolowski isn't going to get a legal shooting chance. So don't forget, Seattle Sounders FC against Houston Dynamo is a Friday night game. You can catch all the action with our old friend Arlo White on the NBC Sports Network. Myself and Casey Keller will have the radio call on 97.3 Cairo FM. So the Sounders looking to make it back-to-back wins to open the season. Can David Estrada perform more magic? It'll be a very, very difficult game against Houston Dynamo, but that should make it an exciting one to watch as well. I'm Ross Fletcher with your CenturyLink Scouting Report. Join us again on SoundersFC.com.